My beloved child, today I am speaking directly to your heart, and I want you to understand this very important truth. In the journey I have prepared for you, there are steps you must walk through, and one of them you cannot skip. Many times you look at your life and you wonder why things are not happening faster. You wonder why blessings seem delayed, why doors seem closed, why prayers seem unanswered. But I, the Lord your God, remind you today that every step has meaning, and this step you are in now is shaping you, teaching you, molding you, and preparing you for the very thing you have been praying for. You see, when you plant a seed in the ground, you cannot skip the soil, you cannot skip the water, and you cannot skip the waiting season. The seed must go through a hidden process before it becomes a tree that bears fruit. If you rush it, if you try to pull it up too soon, you will kill what I am trying to grow. In the same way, your life is like that seed. You are planted in my purpose, and even though you do not see the growth yet, I am working underneath the surface. You cannot skip this step, because this step is the watering, this step is the breaking of the soil, this step is the strengthening of your roots so that when your blessing comes, you will not only receive it, you will be able to sustain it. My child, think about Joseph in the scriptures. He dreamed of greatness, he saw visions of leadership, he carried a promise from me that one day he would rule, and yet before he could reach the palace he was betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, and thrown into prison. Why? Because he could not skip those steps. The betrayal taught him forgiveness. The slavery taught him humility. The prison taught him patience. Without those steps, he would not have been ready to rule Egypt with wisdom and mercy. And so, the same is true for you. The step you are in feels painful, but it is purposeful. You cannot skip it. If you do, you will miss the strength, the wisdom, the character, and the faith that I am building inside of you. Look also at David. He was anointed as king when he was still a shepherd boy. The oil was poured, the promise was spoken, but before the throne he had to walk through the wilderness. He had to face Goliath. He had to endure years of hiding from Saul. Why? Because he could not skip those steps. Those steps made him a warrior. Those steps taught him dependence on me. Those steps shaped him into a man after my own heart. If he had skipped them, he would not have been the king I called him to be. Beloved, the same is happening in your story. You cannot skip this step no matter how much you wish you could. Even my son Jesus did not skip his step. Before resurrection came the cross. Before glory came suffering. Before the crown came the nails. He prayed, Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me, but still he walked the road of obedience. Why? Because the cross was a step that could not be skipped. It was painful. It was heavy. It was dark. But without the cross, there would be no redemption, no salvation, no eternal life for you. And so, if my own son did not skip his step, you also must not try to run away from yours. I know, my child, that you are tired. I know you are asking me, Lord, why this season? Why this pain? Why this waiting? But I tell you today, do not despise this step. Do not complain about it. Do not try to escape it. This step is your preparation. This step is your refining. This step is your stretching. I am not punishing you. I am perfecting you. I am not delaying you. I am directing you. I am not withholding from you, I am protecting you from things you cannot yet see. You cannot skip this step, for it is written into your destiny. My beloved, listen closely. Every great promise comes with a process. Every miracle comes with a moment of faith. Every blessing comes with a battle. You cannot reach the next level without passing through this one. You cannot carry the weight of your calling without first strengthening your shoulders here. You cannot stand on the mountain without first climbing the hill. Do not rush it. Do not resist it. Do not try to take shortcuts. For shortcuts will only lead you away from my will, but patience will lead you into my promise. Look around you. The world tries to offer quick solutions, instant success, overnight blessings. But my kingdom does not work that way. I do not rush because I see the end from the beginning. I know what you need tomorrow, so I prepare you today. You think you are waiting for the blessing, but the truth is the blessing is waiting for you to grow into it. And so, you cannot skip this step. This is your season of growth, your season of stretching, your season of testing. And when you pass through it faithfully, you will see that everything I promised is already prepared. Child, do not forget that Israel could not enter the promised land without first walking through the wilderness. The wilderness was not a mistake, it was a step. The manna, the water from the rock, the pillar of fire by night and the cloud by day, these were not delays, they were lessons. They were teaching Israel that I am faithful, that I am provider, that I am protector. And the same lessons are being written into your life right now. Do not call it a waste of time. Do not call it failure. Call it what it truly is, a divine step. And this divine step cannot be skipped. I am your Father, and I see what you cannot see. You are crying over closed doors, but I am rejoicing because I know those doors would have harmed you. You are frustrated over delays, but I am smiling because I know what I am building in your spirit. You are asking me to take you out of the fire, but I am whispering, stay, my child, because this fire is refining you into pure gold. You cannot skip this step because this step is where I am making you strong. Hold on to my promises. Keep your faith alive. Remember, Abraham waited many years for Isaac. Moses waited 40 years in the desert before leading my people. Hannah prayed with tears for a child before Samuel was born. None of them skipped the step of waiting, the step of faith, the step of endurance. And because they did not skip it, they received blessings beyond imagination. And so, my child, I speak to you today with love and authority. Do not despise where you are. Do not curse this season. Do not think I have abandoned you. You cannot skip this step because this is the step that holds your transformation. When you look back, you will realize that this step was the most important one of all. For in this step, I am teaching you to trust me fully. In this step, I am drawing you closer to my heart. In this step, I am writing my word deeper into your spirit. And in this step, I am preparing to release into your hands the blessing I have promised. So walk forward, my child. Walk with patience. Walk with faith. Walk with courage. You cannot skip this step, but you can trust me through it. And when the time is right, I, the Lord your God, will lift you higher. I will open the doors. I will turn the test into testimony. and I will bring you into the place I have destined for you. For my plans are good, my timing is perfect, and my love for you never fails. My beloved child, I am not finished speaking to you yet, for my spirit is moving and I want you to understand more deeply why this step cannot be skipped. The human heart often desires shortcuts. You see others reaching blessings quickly and you wonder, Lord, why not me? Why is my road longer? Why are my battles harder? But I remind you today that your journey is not their journey. Your path is not their path. I have written a unique story for you, and in this story, every step carries significance, even the ones that feel heavy, even the ones that bring tears, even the ones that test your faith. This step you are in is not a punishment, it is an invitation. An invitation to trust me when you cannot see. An invitation to lean on me when you are weary. An invitation to believe that I am still good even when life does not feel good. You cannot skip this step because this is where intimacy with me is forged. When everything is easy, you may forget to pray. But in this step of trial, you bend your knees, you lift your eyes, you pour out your heart, and you discover that I am closer than ever before. If you skip this step, you would miss the depth of my presence that only suffering and waiting can reveal. Think about the potter and the clay. The clay cannot say, I want to be a vase right now. No, the clay must be molded, pressed, stretched, and placed into the fire before it becomes strong and beautiful. If the clay skips the fire, it will crack and break when pressure comes. My child, you are the clay and I am the potter. This step is your shaping. This step is your fire. Do not try to skip it, for without it, you will not be able to hold the blessings I have designed for you. You see, there is a weight to glory. There is a responsibility to blessing. There is a burden to leadership. And I cannot give you more until you have proven faithful with little. This is why I said, he who is faithful with little will be entrusted with much. This step is your little. How you respond now determines what I can place in your hands later. If you remain faithful here, I can trust you with greater. But if you try to skip this step, you forfeit the greater things I long to give you. Beloved, let us look again at the lives of those who came before you. Moses could not skip his 40 years in the desert tending sheep. In that lonely wilderness, he learned humility, patience, and obedience. Without that step, he would not have been able to lead millions out of Egypt. Esther could not skip her preparation in the palace. She endured months of purification and training before she stood before the king. Without that step, she would not have been ready to save her people. Paul could not skip his years of obscurity after his encounter on the Damascus road. In hidden places he studied, prayed, and received revelation. Without that step, he would not have written the letters that now guide the church. Do you see, my child? None of them skipped the step, and neither can you. I know the enemy whispers lies in your ear. He says, God has forgotten you. God has abandoned you. This step is pointless. Give up. But do not believe him. His goal is to make you despise the very process that is shaping your destiny. Remember Job? He lost everything, he suffered deeply, and still he said, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Job could not skip his suffering, but on the other side, I restored him double for all he had lost. And so it shall be with you if you remain faithful. Child, understand this. The waiting is not wasted. The tears are not wasted. The pain is not wasted. Every single moment is counted. I collect your tears in my bottle. I record your prayers in my book. I surround you with angels even when you feel alone. You cannot skip this step because this step is writing your testimony. And your testimony will encourage others, heal others, and bring glory to my name. Do not compare yourself to others. Some may seem further ahead, some may seem to rise faster, but do not envy them. Their blessing requires their process. Your blessing requires yours. What you think is delay is actually divine design. My timing is perfect. My ways are higher. If I have kept you here, it is because I am preparing you for something greater than what you imagine. My beloved, you cry out for strength, but strength only comes by lifting weight. You cry out for wisdom, but wisdom only comes through trials. You cry out for deep faith, but faith only grows when it is tested. And so this step, though painful, is the answer to your prayer. You asked me to make you strong, and I am answering. You asked me to increase your faith, and I am answering. You asked me to use you mightily, and I am answering. But the answer looks like a step you cannot skip. Think about the children of Israel at Jericho. I told them to march around the walls for 7 days. What if they had stopped on the 6th day? What if they said, "This is pointless. Nothing is happening"? They would have missed the miracle. But because they did not skip the step of marching, the walls fell and victory was theirs. My child, you may be on your 6th day. Do not give up. Do not stop marching. Do not skip the step. The walls are about to fall in your life too. And let me tell you something else. This step is not just about you. It is about those who will be blessed through you. Joseph's prison was not just about Joseph. It was about saving nations from famine. David's wilderness was not just about David. It was about Israel having a shepherd king. Jesus' cross was not just about Jesus. It was about eternal life for the whole world. So do not think this step is only about your comfort. It is about your calling. Your family, your community, your generation will be impacted because you did not skip this step. So, my beloved, embrace it. Walk through it. Trust me in it. You will not be here forever. The season will change. The night will end. The dawn will come. But while you are in this step, keep your eyes on me. Let gratitude be your song. Let faith be your posture. Let prayer be your weapon. Let hope be your anchor. Because when you do, you will come out not weaker but stronger. Not broken but refined. Not empty but overflowing. You cannot skip this step, but you can walk it with me. And when you do, you will find that my presence makes the burden lighter, my grace makes the journey possible, and my love makes every step worth it. Remember, my child, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. If I brought you here, I will bring you through. And when the story is finished, you will testify, "Truly, I could not skip that step, for it was the step that changed everything."